Alright,
skins.
g'day, welcome welcome to the ULoLFC second tournament. This is the first round. We have Team Scrubs versus the Nigel Thornberrys. They'll be playing tiers 1 and 5, which are AD carries, supports and tanks. Should be a good match, enjoy.
Alright.
Fantastic, great intro.
So
Holy
yes,
shit, where's
no
Valakrypt
skins.
playing from? He's only on 150 MS. That must be Sydney or somewhere close to this.
Darwin. He's actually moved states just to be in this for the extra ping.
Now that's what you want to see. A little bit of commitment
Yeah,
to ULoLFC.
Yeah, straight dedication. I think he's running.
Now, Reader, controversial as always, rushing that crit cloak. You gotta love him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that coming. If it was me, probably not that pick.
He's not afraid to buy in what he believes in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
5 health pots. Interesting starters also. Just got the 2 Dorans and the boots for Corko with his 2
When
pots.
you hit a crit on 69 AD, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be hitting as hard as someone with 2 Doran's blades. So.
Yeah, probably not worth it.
He's definitely building for that mid game. He's rushing that Infinity Edge. And
Yeah,
I personally would have gone for pickaxe, but you know.
Yeah, he probably could have started with a pickaxe, but you know, he hasn't been playing for that long. Give him that much.
Yeah, I think he's only clocked something like 1,300 wins. Give him time to settle in, and he'll prove the player.
Season 4. Season 4, I think he's probably aiming for.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Actually, it'll be interesting to see if Jarvan can manage to trap a cork and be a really
Kind of
good
surprised
helper.
that there's no gold for 5 actually. I thought maybe Jarvan or the Volibear might have gone for a gold for 5, but none so far.
No point to go for 5s really in this game mode. Like, you've already got a built-in 6 gold for 5s where it is.
Yeah, but I mean, who's going to be last hitting? That's the thing. You would have thought maybe in the sort of a sport lane type situation.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like, maybe a heart of gold on volley. Looks like Jarvan and Corki just going lots of early damage with the double Dorans on both.
Yeah, I would have liked to send a July Stone probably on Jarvan. Just to, give him that bit of sustain.
Yeah, that's true.
Not entirely sure why Kate set a traps up there, that far back, but, he knows what
That's
he's doing.
defensive. Defensive play.
Pushing
That's all
and
working on the
setting
crit
traps
cloak
up down there.
strategy. He wants to trap him under the tower, and then just crit the shit out of him, basically. Well, that's a great trap.
So not a lot happening, just a bit of back and forward.
Just a bit of farming.
Not sure who would win.
One farm ahead.
Yeah, not entirely sure who would
In
win.
an early trade, like early trades, Corki Jarvan is going to destroy that Caitlyn.
Well, you'd have to
got
say the old knock-up
no health.
Jarvan would really probably win him a trade, but...
A knock-up, if Jarvan lands the knock-up into a slow from the shield, she's got no flash, she's got a heal, and they don't have an ignite to counter that.
True.
I don't know, I can see her getting blown up in between Corki Q, Jarvan, and just melting.
I suppose we'll find out if
I'm
something
really
ever
surprised
happens.
Ezreal wasn't picked actually. Normally Ezreal is super popular regularly. Given the support and AD
Kate is a bit of an
tiers, I
interesting
thought
pick.
Ezreal would have been picked up here.
Well, yeah, I was kind of hoping for the MF, but... Kate's always good, I suppose, for that range and the poke back.
It's always exciting to watch an ult fly through the air. Now, this is really controversial. Reader is maxing traps. I've not seen that on a Caitlyn before.
Well, he's started unorthodox, he might as well continue that theme.
It won on the tournament last time, so I mean, you've really got to let him do his thing, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You can't say too much. Jarvan led to the knee there.
Oh, that is... Jarvan has not gone in on that. That was probably the time to go in. When that E hit Caitlyn right on the head, I would have queued straight in there.
Yeah, I don't know, but probably a bit cautious, maybe a bit nervous coming against the, the reigning champs.
Yeah. Volibear is dangerous too, like, if that Corki Valkyrie's in, straight into a Volibear Q EW, that W, which is maxing, will drop half a Corki's health with exhaust.
Yeah, they could easily bait that, yeah, for sure. All about leading your opponents into a false sense of security, I guess.
Both teams are level 6 now, so this is where the Corki poke will come in. And this is where times get dangerous for Caitlyn. If she does use her E correctly, she can escape Jarvan's ult. But if she doesn't, she's got no getaways, and neither does Volibear. So Corki can just sit on the outside and just fuck Volibear up if need be.
And if Jarvan keeps dropping the E, but doesn't go in on it, then it's easy enough for Caitlyn to farm. Needs to put out that harass, I think.
Jarvan really needs to grow up here. He can just kill Caitlyn so
there we go.
quickly. There it is. That's what you want to see.
Bit of an ult on the cut.
And
Yeah, there we
tank
go.
versus AD.
Oh, the heal comes down. Volibear just taking no damage.
There we go.
Big chunk.
Now, if Kate's ult resets, she did waste it ult, but it's going to be up very soon. Volibear will lead the kill. There we go.
No, definite heal bait. They needed that ignite, I think.
Well, Jarvan waited too long. Corki got zoned out of the fight by Volibear, and if Jarvan had gone in 2 or 3 seconds earlier onto that Kate, Corki was in a good position to just get in there and because they need to blow up Kate quickly.
Hesitant. Very much a little bit too hesitant, I think. And Team Scrubs have punished them for it.
No, it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world, especially in this game format. It's easy to come back.
That first fight can mean a bit, though. I mean, also the mental side of things, I guess. The puts a bit of doubt in their mind.
Yeah, true. I guess. If they were hesitant then, they'll probably be even more hesitant now.
And Volibear's passive is you just got to sort of assume that it's always up, and it is a dangerous thing. It can lead you to go a little bit too deep, and then hurt you in the long run.
And Reed, the ever controversial, he's stopped maxing trap in favour of the 90 caliber now.
Well, you can't fault him too much, although Volibear did get both of those kills, so I'm not really sure what the idea there is. Although, still, not... The gold difference is quite substantial, I would say. Yes.
Yeah, 700 gold.
A couple of thousand gold, yeah, that's quite a big difference, regardless of who got the kills, so...
I really think this is... After this wave, they push this wave out, I think Corki and Jarvan should get on that and just blow her up. Jarvan's ult's back. He's got his flash as well, so for the long engage. Because they've got the items at the moment. They've got the Phage, or basically 2,000 gold in items on Reether and Flame Solider at the moment. If they get in there and make something happen.
They have to go for that Caitlyn. They can't focus the Volibear at all. You think they'd have to just focus the Caitlyn wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you can have a bad time if you focus Volibear.
They have to make something happen now, though, because this lead with the gold and also the farm, it's going to get on top of them eventually.
Yeah,
here we go.
There we are. That's it, Jarvan. See now, I've got no idea what's happening.
Yeah, you would have thought he would have gone on that. Still, again, half-hearted initiate. Corki wouldn't have had a damage on Volibear. Didn't quite get down to his passive, so he's still not too bad. Just going to go back and grab that
You see Jarvan catch out Caitlyn all the time, but he's just not following it up with his ult.
Yeah. Yeah,
see, look, right there, like, if he'd queued in and ulted, it would have only taken 1 Q from Corki to finish Caitlyn. Jarvan is deceptively tanky right now. He's actually got 129 armor with that E-pad. Here comes the Volibear pass. Exhaust goes down on Corki. Jarvan, don't go back in there. No, he's going to get cleaned up. And that is going to end in a 2-for-1 trade. Volibear is now 4-1. He's absolutely killing it. Mason's sitting on a good 51 farm there. Early Warmogs is just capitalising on the fact that they don't have enough damage to burn through his passive without an ignite. Pretty much every single time he's going to be able to get away, essentially. Only a 700 gold lead though. Nothing you can't come back from anyway. So Caitlyn hasn't bought, and she's sitting on 4.2k gold currently. So when she does go back to buy, the purple team is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, Volibear even had enough for the chain vest, but that's a big advantage. Corki has got that true damage, but it's just not going to be enough, I don't think. Corki has farmed well, although you could give him that much. He hasn't done too badly at all. But just the four kills is just, you know, it's a fairly big lead at the moment. A bit of back and forward now. I think Team Scrub's just waiting for that opportunity. Thought they would have been pushing their lead a little bit harder than what they are at the moment. Got that massive advantage. But just playing it safe, just farming, building up. Would like to see Jarvan go for and get a bit more armor next time he goes back, but yeah.
Sorry, my vent dropped out for a second.
Jarvan going in on that, and he's landed on a trap, which has been unfortunate. Volibear returning the damage.
No, Volibear is just giving no shits, and Corki is just wailing into him.
Yeah, that trade.
Just chase that up, like.
Yeah,
there we are.
go.
Finally, Jarvan goes in with the up.
Jarvan's grown a pair. I mean, for the goal, for the simple fact that he has 2 shields, you would have thought, you know, he would have gone in a bit earlier. Once again, they don't have that ignite, you know, that inbuilt ignite or just an ignite to get rid of all of their passive. That would have probably got them time to fight that.
Yeah. Caitlyn has gone back and bought a veritable shitload of items. That is an Infinity Edge, a Zeal, Boots, and a Lifesteal Rod. That's exactly what I would have bought him. Yeah, he's gonna be melting Corki when he gets a hold of him now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even though he hasn't got any of the kills, that's still a shitload of items. He's done well.
Well, he's been farming the entire time. So,
yeah.
Interestingly enough, because he hasn't got any of those kills, he's dead even on gold with Corki. Both being on 6.9k.
Yeah. Corki has kept up well on farm. We can give him that much. They just need to go a pair, I think, old Jarvan and Corki, and just have a bit of a crack. I mean, what have they got to lose at this stage of the game, in this situation? They might as well just have a bit of a go. They have got a bit of damage, and
look at the health on the health on the turret's like half down. I mean, they're sieging it slowly, and that's a good part about Caitlyn because that range. Sit there and poke the turret all day. And if you try and poke her back, she'll just walk away.
Yeah, well, J4, I'd still like to see him get some armor. I mean, he's going for the Frozen Mallet, but at the end of the day, he's getting beat by physical damage. Early on, I probably would have gone for a Sunfire Cat or Randuin's. If he's not going to be aggressive, what is the point of going for a Phage?
Yeah. Well, the whole idea of going double Dorans early is get on them and land those early combos and secure some kills. I mean, they had a crit cloak Caitlyn, they could have melted her at any point. And now that they haven't taken advantage of that, they're really suffering for it.
For sure, for sure.
And Kate is going to push down that first turret. Alright, and this will probably be... Well, Jarvan is surprisingly tanky there. Those ninja tabby doing work.
Oh,
See, look how fast that Caitlyn dropped. As soon as they got on,
yeah.
instantly got
And
melted.
now,
But now it's at the point where Volibear can just run behind both of them and just clean them up. You're like, he's too big now.
fun. Well, we said about it earlier about Volibear getting the kills, but right now they're really benefiting him more than they are Caitlyn. So
Yeah. Caitlyn's picked up on the armor passive of Jarvan, and she's rushing the last whisper. Smart move.
yeah. But once again, I guess
Controversial
the
builds
flash
from either,
situation.
but the what?
Need
Sorry,
it.
the flash situation.
Yeah, I mean he needed the flash, I think, like to escape that Jarvan ult. He needed that flash, I think.
Yep. Luke saying hi and shit.
I think, Caitlyn there wants a bit of a shout out.
Oh, that is
Once it,
that is
yeah,
br-
it's just
that Caitlyn range will get you 9 times out of 10.
yeah. Really just a bit of a bully situation at the moment. I didn't think Caitlyn and Volibear capitalised on their lead early enough, but, you know. Now they've just done that situation where they're so far ahead they can bully under the tower and really just push that advantage.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Just look at that damage. I don't think Corki really knows what to do there. He's on half a bar. Jarvan's decided to go in now. It's a bit late for that, I think, mate. Oh, Caitlyn just escapes on half a bar. But Volibear's there to pick up the Jarvan kill. And Corki can't really do anything in this situation. He has used heal, but just hasn't got the health and the sustain to... Oh, Volibear's going in. Tower dive, takes 2 tower. But, yeah, can't get to him. Yeah. But it's probably fair to say that Team Scrubs has this one in the bag.
Sorry about that one. I had a phone call, but yeah, definitely that Volibear flip to save Caitlyn's life was hilarious.
Yeah, I was just saying that, you know, I would have liked to have seen Team Scrubs push that advantage a little bit earlier, given the fact that Jarvan and Corki weren't really as aggressive as they should have been. But
Yeah.
you know, they just sort of bullied them the whole game. But you'd have to say, Volibear, man of the match.
Yeah, he did get the kill, so Caitlyn knew what she could do, and there was a lot of times where she ended up 1v1ing Jarvan because she knew how much damage she could take, and that was good to see because it allowed Volibear to run behind the line, fuck up that Corki every single time.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Volibear has got a deceptive amount of damage, and you know, you get too close to him, as you
Oh,
see
yeah, he
here,
does.
Jarvan trying to trade with him, and he's got.
He won't
still got
die.
Passive,
That
and
passive,
yeah.
the passive, he'll get away. Oh no, he's gonna turn.
You know, he stayed at fight,
He's gonna get
and
a kill
he's still
here.
gonna drop it.
Oh, he didn't get the W off. He waited too long. Oh, unlucky.
Yes. Yeah, but he's, as you see, he's just too big at the moment. I mean, he's got 7 kills. Caitlyn's only got 2, but she's still got a shitload of items, so...
Just dare I say it, this game just outpicked, I think, in general.
Yeah, well, they had the opportunity to counterpick the first pick, which I'm surprised they went for the
Yeah.
Jarvan Corki, because they really could have done a bit better there, I think.
Yeah, I do as well.
And then they picked
MF,
the Jarvan Corki.
Tristan.
A bit of an
Tristana would
aggressive...
be able to go straight on and blow that Caitlyn up.
They picked a bit of an aggressive... oh, there we go, the Kate trap locks him under the... Oh, 2 of them!
Oh, Jarvan. What are you doing, mate?
W's and walks out, but... Yeah, you would have thought the Corki and the Jarvan pick, they would have been a bit more aggressive early on. They've picked something that's not a counter pick, but it has got quite a lot of damage, but they didn't really make the most of it at all.
You are right, my friend.
It's good to see that he's picked up a chain vest now, Jarvan, but I think it's a bit too late there, buddy.
He needs to go spend. He's got 2k.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, Volibear's just a little bit too big at the moment. I mean, he could nearly 2v1 and at least pick up 1 kill, you'd think. He's just got a
With that
deceptive amount
thorn
of
mail
damage.
now. See, I don't even
Realised
agree
as
with
well.
Volibear's build, but because he's got those kills, he's got the level advantage. Actually,
Well,
that caught up and there was now.
I don't necessarily agree myself, but you know we can't fault them because they are the reigning champions, so they know. what they're doing.
Obviously, they play this more than me. I mean, I've played 1 game of 2v2 in my life and I got destroyed by Zillions.
Yeah. So. But yeah, Volibear obviously a very strong pick in this format.
That said, they did have the chance to counter him and they didn't take advantage of it.
And as you see now,
And that looks like
it's a
it's
bit.
gonna be
It's a
game.
really big, bit of a bully situation. The GG well played comes out, and I'd say that is definitely game.
I think it's safe to say we're either too good.
I think it's safe to say that Volibear man of the match.
Volibear man of the match, definitely. But that controversial trap level, it'll get
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still